You can do it. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Paul. You use that and you train this network called the Nvidia DLSS. Okay? And then it comes up with a model like this, and this is 4K TAA. You guys know the Unreal Engine Epic's demo called Infiltrator. It's just beautiful. Incredibly taxing on systems. And 4K TAA up there. TAA is the anti-aliasing technology we invented, which is temporal. And so temporal, it takes last
Şimdi de
frame, the motion
TAA çıktı başımıza.
tries to figure out what's the best combination to create beautiful edges. Look at that, because it's temporal and the motion vectors, so many things are moving. You see a disjointed hinge over here. And this is 4K DLSS.
Evet, mevcut teknolojide böyle gözüküyor. DLSS'de böyle gözükecekmiş.
Okay. Well, for the very first time, because of this, because we could take a lower resolution image, and because we could train a neural network with all kinds of super high resolution and super high quality images, this neural network, it runs on a bat out of hell processor called a tensor core, could then in real time enhance images. In real time generate pixels it had never seen before. Generate pixels that
Evet, gerçek zamanlı piksel oluşturma daha önce hiç yapılmamıştı.
You and I were to look at it, we would know what makes sense to go there, and therefore it makes sense that we could teach a neural network how to make sense of what pixels to put there. So I'm going to show you something. This is Infiltrator running on one GPU at 78 frames per second in 4K at a quality that has never been seen before. A 1080 Ti, the fastest GPU in the world, can currently do about 30 something. Okay? From 30
Evet,
something.
GTX 1080'den 10 kat daha güçlü olan bir GPU, yani GTX 2080'in yaptığı bir teknoloji. Ve bununla ilgili bir şey gösterecekler. Şu anda 60 FPS ile mi gösteriyor bunu? Oo. Bu hangi oyundu ya? Böyle bir şey hatırlıyorum ben. Bir filmde bir şeyde vardı bu hologram. Aha. Anladı. Yoksa teknoloji demosu muydu? Bir benchmark mıydı? Bir şeyde vardı bu.
Isn't that amazing? It's just silky smooth. Silky smooth. One Turing GPU, twice the performance of the highest end GPU in the world today, 1080 Ti, running at 4K with beautiful image quality. Well, you know, we should probably at this point take a look at what Turing does and RTX does for games. You guys want to see some games?
Evet. Oyun görmek istemez misiniz?
Kata, what do you have for us?
Evet, bizim için neler var göster bakalım.
Oh, testing 1 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Kata.
all right. So first up, we have
Head of our developer relations. We work so closely with developers all around the world. We work with them to
dünyadaki tüm oyun geliştiricileriyle yakın ilişki içerisindeyiz. Oyunları optimize etme ile ilgili birlikte çalışıyoruz. Tabii paramızı da almaya gelecekler.
developer relations teams that works with them, and dev tech team, and all these computer scientists that work with them, and man, it's just so great. I love you guys.
And in my 17 years here, Jensen, our entire team has never been more excited over a new technology, a new product, than with Turing. And also with the developer reception has been phenomenal. And we're just so pumped. It's really an honor to be here to, deliver.
Kata, you know what?
Games.
I'm going to give every DevRel and every dev tech in our company a new Turing.
Oh my God. Oh. Thank you. Wow.
The number of people in that group, I'm sure, has increased by a factor of 10 since I said that. Okay, what's the first game we're going to talk about?
So Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Evet, Shadow of Tomb Raider'da kullanılacak bir
Obviously,
teknoloji.
not much needs to be said. It's a super successful.
Bakalım yeni ekran kartıyla nasıl gözükecek.
65 million units, and it's going to ship the Shadow of the Tomb Raider on September 14th. This time, the game has Lara Croft going on an epic adventure in Mesoamerica and South America. Just one thing to note, a parallel, Lara has a long and illustrious history. And actually, in many ways, Lara and Nvidia has grown up together because we both
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And in fact, Jensen, it happens to be the first game I played when I bought my first Riva 128 in 19.
I was 30 when she was 25. Grew up together.
So yeah, so we work for Crystal Dynamics, Nixies, and IDOS Montreal, and we're excited to be able to show it.
And now what we're going to feature, we're going to show just a little part of it. Then later there's an after show, and the developers are going to talk to you about all this. You're going to be able to see all this stuff, but we're going to show you just a few things about it. So one of the things, of course, Lara Croft, you're in shadow all the time. It's all about shadows. And one of the challenges with shadows, as you know, they're just using traditional shadows. They're too crisp. And so they have these hard shadows, and if we use contact hardening, and we use percentage closeness shadows, they're kind of blurry and fuzzy and noisy, and when you put a whole bunch of them together, it just becomes a big mess. And so what you're looking at is ray trace shadows. And you're going to see a lot of ray trace shadow stuff, and that's the first demo we're going to show you. We're going to feature ray trace shadows. Go, take it away, guys.
Hey. My name's
Chad.
Hey, I'm over here. And apparently I work in the DevRel team with Kata, and apparently I just got a new Turing, so I'm really excited.
Bingo.
So what we did is we worked with Nixies and IDOS Montreal to bring real-time ray-traced shadows to Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's perfect.
And so the thing to look at right now with
Evet, şu anda bu teknoloji kapalıyken görüyoruz.
Shadows up there, and you saw right here. This is really hard to do, and that's why they don't do it at all, which is dynamic lights and shadows.
These are dynamic point lights. They're really expensive.
Mesela ellerinde mum olan çocuk ve diğer çocuğun gölgeleri çok şey değil, belirgin değil.
This goes back to what you were saying earlier about having to put a cube map here and a cube map here, and every time you move, you have to redo all that rendering. So let's put RTX to the test.
Şu havuzun yanında oturan çiftin de gölgeleri yok. Mesela bak şimdi çocuğun gölgeleri geldi, hepsinin gölgesi geldi.
The beautiful thing about ray tracing is you turn it on. You know, when you turn on the light, it just,
Gerçi oyunlara çok bir şey getirir mi, ambiyansa etkiyi getirir mi tartışılır ama güzel bir teknoloji, güzel bir gelişme.
So the umbras where right behind where it's nice and dark, it's correct, and where penumbra, where you have the softness of the shadow because not all of the shadows are occluded, part of it is lit, you get some softness.
Off and on.
Wow.
Now let's take you were talking about some of those area lights earlier. You want to look at some examples of those?
Yeah.
Well, here's a big example. This is an incredibly lit scene. This whole scene is amazing. It's beautiful. And so what we have here is we have two cone lights and two area lights. Those area lights are basically rectangular shapes, the neon lights above the stage. And what you notice is the shadows below are hard, like you keep talking. And this is state-of-the-art for real-time graphics right now. And I got to say that because the guys are sitting right next to me who made those shadows. And they are, Brett, this is the best we have right now.
And they look beautiful.
Yeah, they look
beautiful
great.
until now. And the way that that's simulated, those
Evet, şu
area
anda
lights
güzel
are
gözüküyor.
simulated essentially as a couple of point lights. And that's why you see such hard shadows. But if you
Exactly.
simulate the area lights like area lights, because we ray traced it, and independent of where the rays bounced around, eventually, if it were to hit some part of that area light, it gets lit. And so ray tracing is a much more cost-effective, in fact,
Yep.
however, very difficult to do, way of doing area lights.
And let's turn this on and take a look. So you get the
looks
nice.
Nasıl bir fark
color.
oldu ben
Isn't
anlamadım
that
burada.
beautiful, guys?
Gölgelerde biraz daha yumuşama oldu sanki.
It's rather.
And we can do whatever we like. We could add more area lights. We could add more spotlights. You can mix it all together without trying to fidget with it, without trying to figure out what is the definition of right. Right just looks right. That's another wisdom. Right looks right.
And talking to the artists that do this, they tell me all great things about shadows. They're telling me shadow is another color to them. They love shadow. And they also told me that shadow and light is what they use to set the mood and tone of their environments. And so that's how important shadows are. And it feels like we just gave them a lot more depth for it. Some more.
Burada pek bir değişiklik göremedim ben.
Okay? What you got?
We want to take a look at some more area lights that are very interesting. Kind of.
Yeah, let's take a look at one more shadow.
All right. One more shadow. So this is
belki
kind of
burada
cool.
belli olur.
Three area lights above, and we have hidden in kind of in shadow.
You see this? Look, I can reach that. Whoa. That right there, that's the umbra.
You want me to turn it on?
No, keep going. And that's the penumbra just now.
Okay.
Okay? You see that's the penumbra. No, keep it off. Keep it off.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the umbra. And notice how sharp that is. That's just not right. It should fade away. Okay, turn it on. There you go. There you go. Otherwise, it looks like another person on the ground. Look at that. The contact hardening just works. Leave it on.
Sanki ışık daha da kısılıyor. Özellikle şu sol yukarıdaki örtü.
Everything just works. Okay. All right, man.
Önceki haline daha parlaktı.
Guys, let's take a look at an exclusive trailer of the Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Evet, özel fragman. Geforce özel. Sanırım bu oyun çıktığında da ekran kartı çıkmış olacak. Güzel ya, bu oyun alınır.
That's awesome. I can't wait. That's going to be a wonderful game. All right, what's up next?
Peki sırada ne var?
Another blockbuster, and this time we have Metro Exodus by 4A.
Oo, Metro Exodus'ta da bu teknoloji var. Bunda daha belirgin belli şey
For
olur.
those of you who don't know, it's the third in the Metro series. This is set to take place in 2036 in the post-apocalyptic wasteland of the former Russian Federation. You guys know this. It's been super successful. In just 2 versions of the game, they've sold 7 million units. And this one, Metro Exodus, is due out February 22nd of next year. It's going to be well worth the wait. It's developed by 4A Games, who since for the first time we met with them, Jensen, back in 2009, they're super enthusiastic and very forward-thinking. So we're not surprised that we have them here today to show something awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. Now, the thing that we're going to showcase with this demo here is something that is just really, really hard. Basically, the way light works is, can you guys see this? My light is really bright, but basically, light is coming in from the outside through those windows. And of course,
Evet,
this
ışık
part
dışarıdan, pencereden masaya doğru uzanıyor.
and the challenge here is that's an area light, and so we have to make sure that the shadows look right. However, that light doesn't stop there. That light bounces around this room.
Fakat bu ışık orada sabit durmuyor.
Illuminates different parts of the scene, depending on how close they are to that particular light, and maybe in the creases and the corners it's really super dark, but in other places it's more light, and direct light is completely dark.
Belki pencerenin alt kısımları daha karanlık, diğer taraflar daha aydınlık, kısmen aydınlık olabilir.
This is the perfect showcase for global illumination. Now they want to use light, of course, to create these incredible moods, and so you feel, a little scared when you walk into a room.
Evet, şu anda bu teknoloji açıkken görüyoruz.
Black, which is not right, or completely lit, which is not right either. And so global illumination has the ability to create an aura, a feeling, a sensation that is really photoreal. And so this has been something that we've been pursuing literally for a long time. This is a 10-year pursuit that we have finally been able to do, global illumination. Let's take it away. So Matt, this is GI on. And so just as I was describing earlier, the light is coming in through the window. It's bouncing around inside, and as a result, we're lighting. Look at that. That corner is darker. That corner over there is completely dark, and that light right above the windshield is nicely lit. It does exactly what you expect it to do, and it does it all by itself. Just put sunlight outside. Super high intensity ambient light. Put it outside and everything just works. Everything just works. Now you could do it the other way. No.
Oo,
Light.
çok fark ediyor.
You see this? This is the way computer graphics basically works. Now, of course, we could create a whole bunch more fake lights. But in this room, if you create more fake lights using spotlights, you'll get all these different areas that are lit too intensely and others that are not, and it looks like you basically turned on a whole bunch of lights. Now, what you could do, and what Matt did earlier, is turn on basically a artificial global illumination light, which is basically a fake ambient light. It's like somebody comes in here, and instead of allowing us to light this room with global illumination, which is happening right now from these monitors, like for example, I'm being lit by the monitor, and you guys are all being lit by this screen, this 4K gigantic, beautiful screen. And so the entire room is being lit with indirect lighting. But here, because we can't do indirect lighting back in the past, as in yesterday, we had to put a fake light in here. It's like somebody comes in here and put a fake light and constant intensity, constant color throughout this entire room. As a result, the places that should be dark, like back there, isn't dark. The places that should be more bright is the same intensity. Okay, which is what you're looking at now. So this is wrong. Let's look at right. Look at that. Delightful. So Matt, our friends
Güzel
are now
gözüküyor.
able to have like creepy monsters literally squatting in the corner.
Yeah. Take a look in the rafters in the ceiling. When RTX is on, they're black. I could hide anything in there. But if I'm lighting it ambiently, you can see everything up there. When we have RTX on, it's correct. There's no light up there, so we can actually hide things in. We can make the mood and the environment perfect by just letting the normal light in the room.
Games will never be the same.
No, sir.
So scary. All right, good job. Thank you. Let's take a look at another exclusive trailer, shall we? Metro.
Evet, diğer bir exclusive trailer, yani fragmana geçiyoruz. Bu da Nvidia'ya özel. Metro'nun yeni oyunu.
Wow.
Evet, Metro Exodus'ta Nvidia RTX
That is
destekliyor.
incredibly scary. I don't think we have enough arrows. Okay, I want to flash through a couple of them, and then in the after show, we're going to show it to you. I want to save time for a whole bunch more stuff. Okay, let me show you. Assetto Corsa Competiziano.
Ödeyeceğim. Çok sıkışıksan
Eyvallah. Teşekkürler Serhan. Hoş geldin. Teşekkürler.
I spoke two languages.
Evet, diğer bir oyunumuz da Assetto
Okay,
Corsa.
when you guys see it later, I want you guys to look at some stuff. Okay, first of all, the reflection on the windshield. You guys know how screen space reflects.
Evet, rüzgarlıktaki bu
If it's not on the screen, there's
ışıklandırma detaylarına dikkat edin.
image and reflected onto the surface. And as a result, look at the glass on top. You see that car?
Evet, yukarıdaki camlara dikkat edin.
It's reflected on top. All of the rails all the way down are reflected. No errors, no weird banding, no weird distortions. You see the sky reflected from the other side. So when you
Evet, diğer taraftan gökyüzünün de
and everything will be dynamic.
yansımasını görebiliyorsunuz.
You'll see all the reflections up and down this aisle of cars with other cars, the cars over the window. Everything is going to be completely dynamic and nothing had to be tweaked.
Gördüğünüz her şey dinamik olarak, anlık olarak
Ray-traced reflections and ray-traced
gerçekleştiriliyor.
reflections. Cars are going to reflect each other. If you look at the railing, the shadows are just rendered beautifully, the soft shadows, because the world is one big area light. And shadow map precisions are just not good enough to go all the way down there. And yet, for ray tracing, it just works. In fact, if you see the final game, the other way, the shadows of the last buildings are completely gone. You're going to see reflections of the toolbox of the garage and the car in the garage. Everything just works. Global illumination just works. Ambient occlusion just works. All of the soft shadows underneath the cars just work. And you can look through the window, and depending on the angle of your view, you'll see for now reflection. So sometimes you see perfect reflections.
Evet, garajın içindeki arabalarda da yansımalar
Everything just works
gözüküyor.
because ray tracing just works. You're going to see another game called Atomic Heart. And
Evet,
this
diğer
game
bir
is
oyunsa
really interesting. And it's got wonderful reflections and refractions. And mirrors are curved. Curved mirrors. Nobody does that. It's impossible. Not for ray tracing. It just works. You get this area light underneath.
evet, kavisli aynalar. Daha önce hiç böyle bir şey kullanılmamıştı.
Everything is physically
Yansıma olarak.
based. All the materials are rendered beautifully. And so area lights, reflections of the scene that you can't see in the scene. So screen space just doesn't work. And yet everything just works here. Well, guys, I want to show you something that's really cool. You guys want to see an amazing game? I can't wait for this. This is probably one of my family's favorite games. And this
Evet,
is,
bu da ailemin
this is
favori oyunlarından.
guys, I can't wait.
Battlefield 5. Oo. Battlefield 5'te de demek ki yetiştirecekler şey ekran kartını. Onda da bu teknoloji desteklenecek.
From DICE. Guys,
Evet, şu anda DICE'tan bir Yetkili geliyor.
Some
not
of the
make up.
brightest, the most amazing computer graphics engineers in the world. We've been working together on implementing RTX into Battlefield 5. Now, you guys, the anticipation of Battlefield 5 is so great, I don't think I need to introduce what is the concept of Battlefield 5. It is a World War II FPS. It is part history, part travel, part time travel, part running for your life.
Keşke yeni PlayStation şu ekran kartını kullanacak olsaydı.
You've never seen destruction like
Ama yapmazlar.
destruction. Isn't that right, guys? You guys know destruction. You guys know
Maliyetten dolayı yine gidecekler. GTX 1070 mi kullanır artık? 1080 mi kullanır? Keşke 1080 kullansa. Ona bile razıyız yani.
Work as a team. You can battle by yourself. I want to go learn all kinds of stuff about
Yine gidecekler AMD kullanacaklar.
through your game. I just want to be a tourist. Turn on God mode and go through as a tourist. So we're going to show you some pretty amazing stuff. Isn't that right, guys?
That's
All
right.
Let's. Okay, Jonas, let's
Evet,
go.
buna da bakalım. Nasıl olmuş?
Thank you, Jensen. Thank you, Nvidia, for hosting such a great show. This is really cool. I'm Christian. I'm a tech director for Engine Group at DICE, and next to me we have Jonas, media and video editor. We're here to show you our implementation, our vision, our take on what RTX can be, and we want to show that in our brand new Battlefield 5. And in the setting, we'll take a look at our brand new multiplayer map.
Göz bebeklerinde mesela tabelanın yansıması var. Hafif bir şekilde gözüküyor.
We'll start here in a very zoomed in view of the soldier's eye. And we're going to observe something that we've never really been able to do before. So we at DICE have worked closely with Nvidia engineers over the past year to get to the point where we are now. And we're so proud and thrilled to be here and show it off to all of you. So Jonas, I'll leave it to you. Take it away.
Yeah. So, what you're seeing there.
Evet, şu anda açık.
Firing off
RTX açık olduğunda evet bayağı farklı oldu.
It's not possible with screen space reflection, right, Jonas?
Exactly. This is
Because the fire is not on the
Göz bebeklerindeki yansımaların detayı değişti. Daha farklılaştı ve karşısında bir şey var. Alev falan var herhalde. O yansıyor. Bu patlama yansıyormuş da biz onu oynarken nasıl şey yapacağız? Göz bebeklerine mi bakacağız yani? Wow, çok iyi yansıyor. Oo, çok güzel falan mı diyeceğiz?
So of course, one of the big challenges of SSR is also complex surfaces like this. So now with RTX
Evet, bunun gibi karmaşık yüzeylerdeki yansımalar dahi artık kolayca yapılabiliyor, hesaplanabiliyor. Oo. İşte alevlerin aracı üzerindeki tüm yüzey yansımaları da hesaplanabiliyor.
That's impossible.
Bu inanılmaz.
How would you do that with RTX off?
Bunu RTX'e nasıl başardınız? Evet, kapalıyken böyle.
So let's
Wow, that looks incredible.
Wow dostum.
and it's of course it's updating dynamically everything.
Reflections will never be the same again.
Evet, yansımalar hiç bu kadar güzel olmamıştı.
Just,
Yeah, so you can see
wow, it just happens.
with SSR, if it's in the screen space, you still get some of the reflections upon the car, but due to the nature of SSR, it disappears as it goes away. But because ray tracing just works, you just get the expected result, how you think you'd see it. So, the next thing we have to show you is the big
Evet, size göstermek istediğim diğer bir şey de
tank, the Churchill. And if we make that one shoot, it's flamethrower across the scene here. Then you will again see that reflecting upon the surface and on the soldiers battling it out here in Rotterdam. So now if we
evet,
look down
püskürtüğü alevlerin yol ve diğer materyaller, objeler üzerindeki yansımalarına bakıyoruz şimdi.
we'll see everything. And now if I turn RTX off, we lose everything.
Evet, kapalıyken böyle
Detail,
görünmüyor.
Context of what's happening in the scene, but with RTX on, you just get a much more cohesive image and a better understanding of what's happening around you. So one thing we also pay particularly much attention to in Battlefield is just the weapons, accuracy, making sure
Peki bunlar multiplayer'da da olacak mı acaba bu teknoloji?
The flames are reflecting properly in the wood of this gun here and in the windows in the back.
Ben gene PlayStation'da oynarım bunu ya.
Lose all this detail. So, yeah.
Wow.
Really cool
Now,
tech.
Jonas, what you guys have
Ama
done,
güzel gelişme oyun
all of
dünyası
your
açısından.
guns, all of the objects are modeled physically.
Bakın tüfeğin üzerinde bile yansımaları görebiliyoruz.
The gun has wood, which is diffused. It's a dielectric material. You have metal, which is reflective, and the metal has
Metal ve odun
microstructure.
yani ahşap yüzey arasındaki şey yansıma farkı da belli oluyor.
Anything at all, because it's physically based. We shoot a ray into that scene. It intersects with a triangle on that piece of metal on the site, and it figures out I need to boink, generate another reflection ray, and it traces its way to the flame which is coming by, and when it comes by, it accumulates on that surface. It shades it perfectly all by itself. Ladies and gentlemen, the magic of ray tracing.
Exactly. And
Evet,
there's
bu
more.
bir Ray Tracing sihri.
So, what you see now are objects that are really close by, but ray tracing works for more yet. So up here we've got two C-47 airplanes. They've been
Mesela
shot
iki tane
down
savaş
by
uçağı geliyor şu anda.
on fire. So now if we go over to the car here, and you can also see the flame reflecting in the car nicely over there.
Aracın üzerinde o uçakların yansımasını mı göreceğiz?
And then look down on this reflective car right here, we will still be able to see the plane.
Of.
If we move back here, we can see the plane reflecting in the car.
Oha, gerçek zamanlı bunlar.
This lens flare
Wow, your lens flare works
right there.
good.
And with RTX off,
I love
lifts
it.
everything up.
Kapalıyken böyle, açıkken böyle.
Keep moving forward.
Wow. And Jonas,
Gerçekten güzel. Güzel ama bunu genelde biz single player oyunlarda daha iyi görürüz gibime geliyor.
Example on transparent surfaces with Fresnel and PBR rendering. The more of an angle you're at, the stronger the reflection gets. And now with what we had before, on these ones were just cube maps, which they're also
Evet,
static.
RTX kapalıyken camlar böyle gözüküyor. Şimdi açıkken binaların yansımasını görebiliyoruz.
The old school cube maps, they are also static. So say that
Yani camlar gerçekten cam gibi gözükecek bu sefer.
make a tank shoot it with ray tracing on, you'll be able to see frostbites and battlefield's destruction system within the window, moving dynamically. And now, to end it all off, RTX, I mean, it works on the entire scene. So what if we were to shoot off a V1 rocket here and zoom out, get a good view of the entire street of Rotterdam, and then take a look at the windows, all the places that you would expect to reflect.
Ve şimdi roket düşüyor ve camlardaki yansımalara dikkat etmemizi söyledi.
Hit the ground. And
Oo, evet. Biri çıldırdı oradan. Gerçekten güzel.
Awesome. That's great. Good job, you guys. Good job. That's really great. And it's amazing what you guys did so fast. I know you guys worked super hard, but it's amazing how you guys implemented this stuff so fast. I mean, that's one of the benefits of ray tracing. You know, the benefits of ray tracing is because things are going to behave physically. You should be able to turn things on. If the rest of your system and your model...
İnşallah artık şu 4K çözünürlüğünde 60 FPS'nin üzerine görürüz.
I mean, it still takes a great deal of great engineering.
Artık 144 mesela sabit olmalı.
Arting everything into existence, the amount of engineering that has to be done is just significantly lower going forward. You know, hopefully using the laws of physics, when you guys create a scene, things would just look right and behave accordingly. And so this is really just such a great achievement. Wow, things are still falling apart. I've never given a talk in total destruction before. You guys do destruction great. You're great at destruction. That's a lot of pent-up anger there, sir. Lots of great destruction. Okay, you guys made an amazing trailer. Let's take a look at it.
Evet, şimdi Battlefield 5'in fragmanı geliyor. Evet, yansımayı gördünüz. Özellikle su üzerindeki yansımalara dikkat edin.
Wow, you guys killed it. You guys killed it. Real-time ray tracing. Battlefield 5. And we have a great surprise for you today. Battlefield 5. Open beta September 6th.
Oo, açık beta geliyor. Battlefield 5'in açık betası.
Guys, congratulations on a great
4 Eylül'de.
Yeah, this is really a wonderful achievement. Thank you.
6 Eylül'de de herkes
There are
açılıyormuş.
so many other RTX games coming your way. Developers all over the world are working hard on RTXing.
RTX desteklenen oyunlar. VIP Few, Tomb Raider, PUBG. Oo, PUBG de var.
Amazing games coming your way.
Hitman 2. Ondan sonra Final Fantasy görebildiklerim arasında.
What are you gonna run it on? What are you gonna run all these amazing games on? Well, let's show it to you.
Hadi bakalım izleyelim. Bunca anlattı, güzel, her şey iyi de 4K çözünürlüğünde kaç FPS verecek, bu önemli. İkincisi, fiyat ne olacak, bu da önemli. Oha, 8K HDR 60 Hz. DisplayInk Port 1.4 destekliyor. Artık GTX değil, kartımız RTX olacak. 2080 şu anda. Evet, grafikler yeniden yapıldı. Tabii bu son kullanıcı tasarımı değil. Şu an elindeki, evet, tasarım modeli şeye ait olabilir.
The Geforce RTX.
Henüz firmalara gitmemiş versiyonu.
Computer graphics reinvented. Isn't that beautiful?
Hoparlöre benziyor biraz. Çin işi radyolara benziyor. Ama ben yine Asus alırım. Hatta Asus'un da RTX 2080 görselleri sızdırılmıştı. Hiçbir değişiklik yok. Yine 3 fanlı tasarım var. Yine LED'ler aynı şekilde. 1080 ve 1070 ile aynı şeyde tasarımı kullanmışlar. Evet, maksimum overclock. Çok sessiz. 5'te 1 oranında azaltılmış overclock'taki yapılan çıkan ses. Evet, 2 adet model. Hatta 3 adet model var. 2070, 2080 ve 2080 Ti. 2080 Ti 10 gigabit RAID destekliyor. 78 tensör işlemci var. Ve 11 GB. Benim kulvarımsa RTX 2080 olacak. Onda da 8 GB RAM var. Yani şu anda kullandığım GTX 1080'in aynısı. Umarım çok fazla kırpılmış değildir. Bakalım, 8 GB RAID saniyede benimki hesaplayabilirken 2080 Ti 10 GB hesaplayabiliyor. 60 tensör işlem birimi var. Diğerinde 78 var. 2070 çok kırpılmış yalnız. 45 tensör birimi var.
Shoot
2070 iyi ama bak 8 GB olması iyi. İyi, onun altına düşmemişler.
11 gigabyte frame buffer. Starting at $499.
Evet, 11 GB buffer. Oo, $500. Hii.
Starting
Ama başlayan bu. Başlayan 500 dolar. 2070 500 dolar. Yani 7 ile çarp 3200 lira. Verirler mi? Vermezler Türkiye'de. Ama yurt dışına alacağız yine. Oo! Hemen ön sipariş verin.
On shelf everywhere, September 20th.
20 Eylül'de geliyor. Paraları hazırlamak lazım.
And here is your Nvidia RTX family. The Nvidia RTX family. The Nvidia RTX family.
Manyak bu adam ya.
The Nvidia RTX family.
Nvidia RTX ailesi, evet.
Soon I'm going to see the Nvidia RTX family.
Oo, şimdi de tasarımcıları ilgilendiren Quadro serisi geliyor.
Family. Quadro 8000. Quadro RTX 8000. Two GPUs connected by NVLink, turning it into one large virtual GPU.
Oo, 2080 700 dolar. Yani 7 dolardan hesaplarsak 4200 TL artı vergiler artı kargo.
RTX operations. 166. That is basically
2080 Ti 1000 dolar.
in one PC.
500 dolar bile aslında fazla şu anda yani Türkiye'deki kura göre. Ama Avrupa'da ve Amerika için çok uygun gerçekten.
Performance of a $68,000 DGX station. Twice the performance of a $68,000 supercomputer. Then you have
4200 TL eğer 700 dolardan alırsam.
2080 Ti from $999. The 2080 from $699 and the 2070 from $499, and the 2070 is higher performance than the $1,200 Titan XP. Look at it this way. I want you to look at it this way. Look at this. This is what they look like.
Evet, aradaki farkı gösteriyor şu anda.
In the history of computer graphics, our beloved Pascal, the best GPU the world had ever seen.
Evet, dünyada görebileceğiniz en gelişmiş, en iyi GPU.
It is a shocking contrast.
Arada büyük bir uçurum var diyor.
Years in the making. So, ladies and gentlemen, the RTX family, so proud of it. Well, that's our show. The Geforce RTX, the first to implement the Nvidia RTX platform, reinventing computer graphics using this hybrid rendering mode of rasterization and ray tracing, compute using CUDA and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence that was trained using supercomputers. And all of those neurons and all of those weights from all of that experience then sits inside your PC, and it generates images that no possible software written by humans could do. And it generates beautiful images. The Turing, the largest generational leap in the history of our company. The most important new GPU we've created in 10 years since CUDA. 78 tera RTX ops. 78 trillion ops. Basically, changing things so dramatically, we have to change the way that we talk about performance. Because in the future, you're going to ray trace parts of the image, you're going to rasterize parts of the image, you're going to use post-processing on some of the image, and you're going to use artificial intelligence to generate all kinds of pixels that are impossible to generate otherwise. And the Geforce 20, the Geforce RTX 20 series, starting at $499, available everywhere on September 20th. What do you guys think?
Evet, 20 Eylül'den itibaren her yerde satışa sunulacak. 499 dolardan başlayan fiyatlarla. Yani dolar 5 lira olsaydı 3500 TL'ye vergisiz, yani vergiler hariç 3500 TL'ye bu kartı alabilecektik.
Well,
Ama dolar 6 lira ki Eylül'e doğru 7 olursa 5000 lirayı gözden çıkaracaksınız.
physically based, all the materials are modeled properly. Reflections just work, inner reflections just work, the lighting just works, ambient occlusion just works, area lights just works. Have I told you that before? Lighting, reflections, shadows.
Adam sesiyle kanımıza girmeye çalışıyor ya.
It could be dynamic, no cooking necessary, no art necessary.
Övdü de övdü, övdü de övdü.
Enormous amount of computer graphics capability, then kicks in and draws the rest of it. Everything you see here is all completely in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great Gamescom. It's been a pleasure being with
Evet,
you.
herkese iyi
Historical
Gamescom
computer graphics has been
deneyim diliyorum
Thank
ve
you very much.
görüşmek üzere, hoşçakalın. Umarım müzikten telif yemem.